everyone, today we are here in Real Oud factory in Dubai and my good friend Shadi Samra. Hi Shadi.
Hi Olga, how are you?
Yeah, we'll tell you the story, something about oud and a bit information about Fragrance Du Bois.
Yes.
Perfumes. So tell us the story, what is it about the Fragrance Du Bois factory, what you are doing here?
It's not a factory for Fragrance Du Bois, it is owned by Fragrance Du Bois. We do not produce Fragrance Du Bois here, we produce it in Europe. But Fragrance Du Bois owns plantations of oud trees, and they came up with the idea to open this factory to process raw materials related to the oud tree, like the oud powder, the oud chips, the oud oil. We do bukhur here, we produce oud oil, we produce everything related to oud.
Good. How does it happen? I just had a few moments from the factory, and we will show you some points how they produce the oud balls, how it works, and like this is the piece of oud, right?
This is the a piece of the oud tree. It comes like this. We can see the infection here.
Okay, then what's happening? So the infection is coming to the oud.
It is a natural bacteria that infects the trunk of the tree, and it creates some kind of resin.
Bacteria?
It is natural. Yeah, it infects the oud tree.
Okay.
And it creates some kind of resin. So we either get the oud oil from it through a long process of distillation, or we can curve these white pieces and get the oud piece. This is from this one.
So they are here in GCC, they are breaking this one into pieces, small
yes,
one,
and burn it.
Put it and burn it.
Yeah, this is the oud.
Okay, we have some video for burning of oud.
Okay.
And
the rest of the pieces we make it fine powder, and then we do the bukhur through it. We mix it with fragrances, which is the incense, the bukhur.
So the main point of Fragrance Du Bois is the using of oud oil
yes,
from its own
actually
factory.
the oud thing came before the fragrance brand. The company originally owned the oud plantations in the Far East, in Malaysia, Thailand, in Sri Lanka, in Bangladesh, in so many countries. And because they are fans of oud, they decided to create a brand that is based on oud. That's why the first 2 or 3 collections were like based on oud. They have the natural, pure, 100% guaranteed oud oil. So they do not go out and buy the oud oil. They use their 100% guaranteed natural oud oil. Then they came up with the other collections, like the nature treasures and the fashion capitals. Some of them have oud, but nature treasures doesn't have oud.
But basically, using of the oud is more close to
it is a very high
GCC
cost
market.
It was. The oud was like, let's say, exclusive to the GCC market. Now it is trending all over the world. We can see most of the international brands are producing fragrances with oud.
I have mentioned that they are making the oud charcoals with the fragrance, right? I don't remember it was same before. They were using the natural oud and the smell was from the natural tree.
Yes.
But now they start to mix it with the fragrances, so there is oud combined with the fragrances, right?
There are 2 types of this. If we are talking about the other brands, there are 2 types of oud oil. The natural pure oud oil and the synthetic. Synthetic is the impact of the synthetic oud oil is less than the impact of the natural one. When you use the natural oud oil, of course it is like more pricey, but it affects the whole fragrance body, like from the top to the heart to the base. Synthetic oud oil, it is mainly a base note.
How does they get the synthetic? What's the difference between it?
It is like any other fragrance accord, a combination of different notes like woody notes, amber notes, sometimes leathery notes, spicy notes. So every perfumer approach the point of the oud oil from his own perspective.
Yes, but the oud itself, I mean the oud oil,
Yeah.
if we understand that the getting of the natural oud oil
Yeah.
coming from the natural
The
infection.
Aqualaria tree.
Yeah. So how does that happen with the synthetic oud?
It's the same like any synthetic smell. Like there is natural rose and there is synthetic rose.
So they are getting it from molecules or something?
They combine different notes, aromatic notes, and
Okay.
they approach the like something
This is
close
not
to
from
the
the
oud.
oud, right?
Yeah, it is not from some synthetic oud oils. They have a touch of natural oud oil just to get closer to the smell that they want.
So you mean that they add the natural
Yeah,
oud
they
oil?
sometimes in some cases,
Okay.
and the price is like ranges from $30 per kg to $1,000 per kg for the synthetic, while the natural oud oil you cannot find anything less than 9,000 US dollars. So
Per
it is
kg.
from what per kg. So it is from 9,000 to 45,000 US dollars per kg.
Do you have a lot of customers for
Of
that?
course,
And
we have
mainly they are GCC region countries?
no. It's all over the world.
So they are buying just the oud oil, or they are buying the oud itself, or how does it happen?
They buy the oud oil, they buy the oud chips, and we are also making bukhur for international brands. The incense is trending all over the world. Even we make oriental blends. We call it attar here, the fragrance oil, and they are using it as a fragrance, standalone fragrance, and it is also used for layering. So you layer, you use the fragrance oil, and then you spray another fragrance or fragrance close to it. So you create a new fragrance in your
Is there
on your
any
skin.
difference in using of perfumes and oils in Europe and in GCC countries?
Actually, the whole world became a small village due to the social media, due to the new technologies. So we don't know who is copying the other. We are copying the West in some aspects, and they are copying it. And this can go also in fragrances. We are seeing now that clients are more into layering fragrances. They want a more long-lasting fragrances. If you remember before, the long-lasting fragrances was like something exclusive to the region here, to the MENA, Middle East, North Africa. Now it is more in Europe and in USA. Everyone wants a long-lasting fragrance. Before, when the fragrance houses were creating fragrances for the world, they were doing not a very strong base note, because they were considering the fragrance personal. So I smell myself. Now, no, everybody is like going for a very wide base note, very strong base note, so the fragrance will be more long lasting, and it is part of fashion now. So I walk in the mall, in any street, and the best compliment that I receive is that, what are you wearing? What the fragrance that you are wearing? And this is all over the world, not only here.
And I see this bottle. This is also the
This
kind
is-
of perfumery which is done by Fragrance Du Bois, right?
Yes, this is a product for Fragrance Du Bois oud oil. It is a very rare oud oil. This is 6 ml. It needs around, like every tree produce around 4 ml of this oud oil. So you have to wait 15 years in average to
Wow.
get 4 ml of
So
this.
if to take the total age of this fragrance,
Yeah.
what is
If
the
the
age of
value,
it?
this one is like 15 or more than 15 years old. We actually produce from this oil around 400 ml per year only.
It's really light. It's not so heavy as
This is we call it brashine. The kind of the oud oil is brashine. I like brashine and trap.
How much milli is here?
6 ml.
6 ml. And what is the price for this bottle?
It is around 1,500 US dollars
1,500 US dollars.
for 6 ml.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's why the Fragrance Du Bois fragrances are such, like, let's say, expensive. What's the maximum price for Fragrance Du Bois perfume?
We have Sahara is the highest price. It's around 1,000 US dollars. We have an oud oil spray, 50 ml is around 1,800 US dollars. because it is about the juice. Like Sahara has the Rose Absolute, which is a rare note. It has the wood oil and it has so many natural things. And this color is natural.
Really? And does it has an impact from the light or warm or something? This is, by the way, the main question, because when you are here in GCC, the weather is pretty hot, so the fragrances, does they change according to the conditions?
Of course, if it is like under direct sunlight, it changes.
Okay. And what about the lights from the wall?
No, not too much, but better to keep the fragrance in its bottle. So when it is dark from inside, nothing affects it.
So you mean in the box?
Yeah, in the box. Unless it is left in a very hot weather, like we all leave fragrances in the car, and here it reaches more than 60 degrees while the car under the sun.
Does it boiling?
So after a while, like give it 8 to 12 months, the smell will start to change. So better you always change the perfumes that you have in your car. Keep it for a couple of days, then
so
bring
this is a
another
usual
one.
thing when you are having the perfume in the car, right? So
Yes.
you don't use the perfume. You do use the perfume at home when you're going out to work or somewhere.
Yeah.
And same, you have the other bottle or the same in the car?
Yeah. Like for ladies, it is easier because they always have their bag, so they can keep the perfume in their bag. But
So
men, I know, like I'm one of them. I always have fragrances in my car, but I always like to change the fragrances in my car, keep them a couple of days in the house, then put them in the car back and forth. So I make sure that they live longer.
If there will be the fragrance you would like to create, which kind of fragrance it was?
What specific brand or something?
No, let's say there is your own imagination. And you see something. You remember the movie Perfumer when he was creating the perfume? So
my dream was to create something that reminds me of my city, Damascus. There's a smell, there's a fragrance that comes in the city, beats any fragrance for me, which is like the first rain when the winter comes, or like end of the autumn. The first rain, there's a smell comes from the earth. It's like something magical for me.
So we can call it spring fragrance or something if it's coming from the earth?
No, it's like you can call it like autumn or winter fragrance, or I don't know, rain fragrance, raindrops.
It's not about the weather.
It's about what you smell from the earth. But
so what is there more, like the earth, the smell of food,
There are, like now you are seeing new directions trending, like the gourmand direction is like becoming a direction. We know that there are 4 or 5 fragrance families.
Remember, 2 years ago it was not
it wasn't.
Same.
You remember we were like talking about. I don't want to name brands. We were talking about a fragrance which is like very successful until now. It's like more than 15 years, and we were talking about this more than 15 years back.
Yeah.
You were telling me that it's like I don't like it. I told you I don't like it.
Actually, no one
also,
liked it. Yeah, because it was.
But it is working. It's like doing well. Until now, this fragrance, it became a direction by itself. Like all the international brands, all the local brands are copying it, and the mother company is still selling hundreds of thousands of pieces of that. And it has a chocolate accord. And what was weird for me is the chocolate accord. Like. I always say that I don't like it. I didn't like it at that time, but it is doing well. Now I like it myself, and now we are seeing a lot of new launches about the gourmand accords, the gourmand notes. It's like
So fragrances became to be tasty, right?
Yes, edible.
Yeah.
You feel like
I guess
I have a creation.
The first one was vanilla, right?
Vanilla, there is honey now, there is chocolate, there is almonds.
I remember when we were creating the brand, the perfumers were proposing us the fragrances like with the names of the cakes, you know, milkshake
I remember.
like that.
Yeah, I remember this.
And it was strange for me that days. But now we do understand that this...
I'll tell you something. I was in New York and it was like summer, it was June. And you know, in New York, every corner you'll find a pizza shop. So when you walk, you do not smell the pizza itself. You smell maybe the bakery, the baking smell, And this smell was like in my mind. When I wanted to create New York Fifth Avenue, what came into my mind, it's not here. What came into my mind is the gourmand smells. Like I didn't think about anything but a gourmand direction. And I created the New York Fifth Avenue while imagining the
So which fragrances was your creations from Fragrance Du Bois?
The New York Fifth Avenue, Siberian Rose, Milano, and Cannabis Intense. And the 6 attars, which are Asil, Muthir, Arabesque, Rose du Bois, Oud du Bois, and I forget.
And the attars, they are produced separately from the fragrances.
Only attars are produced from Dubai. The only thing for Fragrance Du Bois, which is produced in Dubai.
How does it look like? Is it in the bottles?
Small bottle. We will take a small video of it later.
Okay.
It is 15 ml, and people are very like it. It's doing very well.
So this is a natural oil, or this is the perfume?
Natural oils.
There is an alcohol, or there is no?
There is no alcohol at all.
No alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people are either using it like a fragrance by itself or for layering.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. What is up to you now? Which one is the best market for the perfumery? Because if to take 10 years ago, we could say that UAE market is the best one.
GCC, we can say GCC because it is mixed markets. USA is the biggest market in the region, but we can all say GCC. And now USA is doing great. Russia is doing very well. Europe, but if we want to put 1, 2, 3, it will be GCC, USA, and Russia.
Do you feel the impact of the coronavirus on the business?
We all felt the impact. It has a negative impact in the offline sales, but it has a very good impact, positive impact in the online sales. Like our own website, fragrancedubois.com, and our partners, business partners, e-commerce websites are doing very well, like far better than before. But it also it took from the offline to the online. So people are more into their devices now, like
and what
checking.
about the business, the actual business in the country? Because I see that everything is empty, and I don't think it's because of the weather.
It's not. If you UAE is always have fast recovery plans, especially in Dubai. So we felt it like the rest of the world, but we didn't have any. We heard that other countries, they have issues in the grocery supply and PPE, personal equipment, materials.
But government, they support?
Yeah, of course. But here in UAE, we didn't feel this. Everything was you go to any grocery store, any hypermarket, you find everything. So we didn't feel it. And now the recovery is very fast, getting very fast in UAE.
And the one thing is that the tourists are not here, right? Because I use the tourists.
Yeah, tourists are because of the issues with the airlines. But they will come back. I'm seeing people coming back. There are so many people are texting me that we are coming back, and you came.
Yes, I'm here. Good. Shadi, thank you for our conversation.
Thank you very much.
We have the point of our video when our subscribers are getting a small present from the person who is here, our guest. So we will show you later. There will be something from Shadi for you. So subscribe our channel.
Please subscribe.
See you soon.
Subscribe to get the gift.
Yeah, subscribe to get the gift.
Thank you very
Bye.
much.
And then the smell should come.
Yes. He watches the burning and the dough itself. These two oily, this dry, so he adds it. maceration. They dry and macerate.
What does it mean, the dry and macerate?
It has to dry, then the smell will be stronger after maceration.
How much time does it take?
2-3 days. It depends.
This is a tablet, right?
Yeah, this is the tablet.
It's already after the maceration and everything.
Yes.
And if they will smell, right?
Yes.
The fragrance is amazing. And this is the chips. Tell me more. As people in our country, we are not using this. Is it this?
This is the infection.
And then
No,
they make the small chips.
Yeah. No. This is ready to be burned. No, you have to break it, break pieces.
Oh, okay.
Because it is bitter.
Nice. And it after the maceration, or it's clean one?
No, it is clean. This needs only cleaning.
Okay.
It's natural.
Well, this is the wood factory we are here. It looks like toys. These chips. What is the price for this cover?
This is not so expensive like that one we tried. This we saw it in fragrances. We keep it for 2 months. So in fragrances.
Hi everyone. This is a present from Real Oud Factory and Shadi Samra. They are waiting for you. Bye.